Now let us proceed further. Today we will see certain definitions, certain basic terminologies in geometry. The first is the line segment. Okay, see the figure. AB is a line segment. You can see that at both the ends there is a dot. Okay, there are two dots A and B, and then a line is drawn. There are many dots between A and B, and all of them are joined. Okay, so AB is a set of points, we can say, but this is having a fixed length. You can see at A also we know where A is, we know where B is. So the length of this line segment is known. So we call it as a line segment. The length is written like this. Length, write L, and in bracket we will write AB is equal to 5. Or we can also simply write AB is equal to 5. The length of AB is also equal to distance A comma B. Till now we were removing distance A comma B. So we can write that distance A comma B as the length of AB. A and B are called endpoints of the line segment. Next you will see ray AB. Now what is a ray? See here, the same figure AB. A is a dot, but B we have extended further and there is one arrow. We have taken one more point, say B, P over here. Now this means that one end, that is A, that is fixed, but we don't know about the other end. Why? Because arrow is given. Arrow means ये कितना भी लंबा जा सकता है right में. So you don't know where it is going to end. Okay, so this is known as a ray. और इसको हम लोग बोलेंगे कैसे? Ray, you can call it as ray AB. You can also call it as ray AP. Now A is the fixed point, so A is known as the origin or the A point, end point of the ray. And we will write like this: A dash, B dash, P, because B is in the middle. Understood? रे को कैसे नाम देंगे? हम इसको रे AB भी बोल सकते हैं. We can call it as ray AP also. A is known as the end point, or A is also known as the origin of the ray. Then we have line. Line AB, the union set of points on ray AB and opposite ray of ray AB is called line AB. The set of points of sec AB is a subset of point AB. Now they have done a mistake over here. They have not drawn a line. So printing mistake. I will draw it right now and show you. Okay. Here the figure of line is missing. Now line AB is drawn like this. We give an arrow here. We give an arrow here also. So we write A and we write B. So you can see that AB is not having a fixed length from both the sides. It is going infinite at both the sides. Okay. So line means it is of indefinite length from both the ends. There is no fixed end. So अभी ये जो line segment AB, what we saw in the first, this is a part of this. Okay, we cannot find the length of AB, line AB. Why? Because we don't know where it is going. Infinite from the B side also and infinite from the A side also. But a part of it is AB, line segment. That means line segment AB is subset of line AB. Same way we can say that ray AB is also a subset of this. Okay, so we can suppose we consider some point over here in the middle. Okay, suppose I consider one point here in the middle, say C. Here I take one point as C. So CB is one ray and CA is also one ray. Union of both the rays, now CB and CA are known as opposite rays. Why? Because the directions are opposite. See, the direction of CB is in the right, direction of CA is in the left, and C is a common point to both. CB, CA, C दोनों में. So if you combine CB and CA, what you will get? If you combine rays CB and rays CA, you get a line. That is what they have written. That line is the union of the two opposite rays CB and CA. Okay. Next, we'll go further. Congruent segments. What do you mean by congruent segments? Now see, AB and CD, these are two line segments, and if that length is same, you can see A and C coincide, B and D also coincide. So two line segments having the same measurement is said to be congruent segments. Then you have properties of congruent segments. There are three properties. First is reflexivity. Reflexivity means every segment is equal to itself. Now AB will be equal to itself. Yes, AB is 5. AB is also 5. So AB is equal to itself. So the first property is reflexivity, that is every segment is congruent to itself. Then we have symmetry. Symmetry means if AB is congruent to CD and then CD is also congruent to AB. Okay? Then you have transitivity. That means if AB is congruent to CD and I have one more, suppose I draw a segment. I draw one more segment over here, that is, 1 minute, let me draw one more segment over here. This is CD, I draw one more over here, same length I will draw. Say suppose it is EF. So if AB is equal to CD and CD is equal to EF, then AB is also equal to EF. Okay? If AB is equal to CD and CD is equal to EF, then AB is also equal to EF. Now I will explain you this particular terminology of reflexivity, symmetry with the help of one example. Suppose, let us consider a girl, Seema. Now Seema is a friend of herself. She cannot be her enemy. So Seema is a friend of herself. That is reflexivity. Now Seema is a friend of Rita. Then Rita is also a friend of Seema. This is symmetry. Now transitivity means if Seema is a friend of Rita and Rita is a friend of Babita, then Seema also becomes a friend of Babita. This is transitivity. Okay, so in simple terms, A is equal to A. If A is, that is reflexivity. Symmetry, if A is equal to B, then B is also equal to A. Transitivity, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A is also equal to C. So these are the properties of congruent segments. Then coming to midpoint, what do you mean by midpoint? Now see this line segment, AB is a line segment and there is one point M. M is the midpoint, means it is dividing AB into two equal parts, that is length of AM is equal to length of MB. So suppose AB is 10, then AM will be 5 and MB will also be 5. So this is the meaning of midpoint, the point which divides the line segment into two equal parts. Okay.